Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Eric here,
And Steven.
Gaming Plus podcast back at you. Thank you guys for joining us. We wanted to kind of go over the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super. Can't remember what episode number it was, but it's the latest episode that just aired on Saturday, and we kind of have a difference in opinion on how Gohan's character has been handled throughout Super. So I'm gonna let you start since you liked it.
Well, at least when it comes to the episode,
Well, just this episode, right?
yeah, I do like the way they did it, just in the fact of it showing, the homage to back in the day with Goku and Piccolo fighting Raditz. It's similar in what happened, but overall, like just in general, how they did go on. No, I'm still upset that they still kind of have him as a punk. Though I do like them when they had him as a captain. I like the strategy that he gave Frieza to fight this guy. But
see, that is my problem with it because it's like you take the time to kind of reintroduce Gohan and kind of like bring his character back to some type of relevance. You make him the captain. You go out of the way to make oh, he's so smart and he's so much stronger now. And then the way he gets eliminated, I just think is like it deflates the whole season, the whole
like
everything you've done. It just deflates it.
like that was the only way that character could have been defeated was
Right.
That way. Which
Yeah, it just don't.
it is the way. Like I said, the only reason why I like is because it's showing like past of like how what Dragon Ball was.
And
But they could have done it differently.
I get that, and I do see that, but like I said earlier, if it hadn't been used so many times before, like Tien eliminated himself pretty much the same way,
Yeah.
and then Android 18 did the same shit. I would have had a problem with him losing to Dispo. I think it would have been cool for him to have eliminated Dispo. Then after the fight, he just like succumbed to his injuries or some shit. Kind of like Master Roshi was just too tired, and passed out.
Yeah.
I think that would have been cooler than, I gotta, hold him.
Like I said, I like the scene with, like I said, the way they did it. But overall wise, I think that technically it could have been better if they'd done something different with Gohan.
Yeah, I think it's anticlimactic to have him go out like that.
Especially with the whole break or whatever people want to call it that Super's going to happen here soon.
Yeah.
There's still so much time left that they could have done to bring Gohan to a point to where he was originally meant to have surpassed Goku back in Cell, where he was supposed to replace Goku.
Yeah,
You know.
and another problem, I'm not even expecting him to surpass Goku anymore because it's not going to happen.
It's the Goku show.
But it was who it was. If that would have been Topo and they did that, I would have been fine with it. I just think that like all of a sudden Dispo was like so fucking strong. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like him and Golden Frieza can beat him. Gohan and Golden Frieza couldn't beat Dispo without having to sacrifice one of themselves. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see why. It would have made more sense if it was Android 17 and Gohan to me, but I thought Golden Frieza was supposed to be so strong and.
I felt they also kind of did it to kind of do the whole keeping Golden Frieza still there for some messed up thing that's going to happen probably.
Yeah, I understand that too. I wouldn't expect Dispo to
take out
beat
Frieza.
right, but I didn't expect Gohan or Frieza to struggle like that the way that they were struggling.
Yeah.
And then it was like, was it really that hard for Frieza to hold that technique a little bit longer? He ain't fought.
He hasn't really done anything.
He hasn't used any energy.
Yeah.
It
looked like he was really trying to keep it up.
Yeah, and maybe the technique he was using was straining us, but I mean, you haven't fought anybody.
Yeah.
You've been hiding the whole time, and backstabbing people and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I don't want to talk like a Gohan fanboy. I mean, he's one of my favorite characters. He's one of the coolest characters in the show. I just think that as much as they took the time to build him up, which I appreciate. I just think that especially since Dragon Ball Super is ending in some form in March, it makes it even worse because that was it pretty much. Nothing else.
Like Gohan's climax.
Right for this part of Dragon Ball, that's it.
And that's all he's gonna get remembered for is the guy that held the guy while getting blasted in the face by energy blast by Frieza.
But I mean, I don't know, man. I just like I said, I was so excited for Dragon Ball Super because of Gohan's character and the chance of having him like be built back up
Because they
into.
started to like when that fight with the guy where he's got blinded with that poison and he still managed to go Super Saiyan and was still
Yeah, wasn't that one of like the trio of dangers or whatever they
yeah,
call it? Yeah.
yeah, and you've seen like him starting to get back up there, and then when he was training against his dad, he's like, "Hey, show me your full power. You know, let's go at it." And he was
Yeah.
keeping like toe to toe with him for a
Even
while.
even in the Tournament of Power, he's had some really cool moments in Tournament of Power
But
when he was fighting the Saiyans, and then he was fighting those two people from I can't remember what universe it was, but the guy like dropped the little locket with his family in it, and the
yeah,
Gohan was real mad. So
it just the show just it has the Goku syndrome. It's literally if it's not Goku, they don't really care enough to put enough.
that's normally true. They have a chance to fix that. Uh, so let's see. There's Topo and Jiren left, and then for Universe 7, there's Goku, Vegeta,
Yeah.
Frieza, and the Android 17. So I don't know what's gonna happen,
Well,
but
especially with Frieza, because you know it's like almost every person he's at, he's like, "Hey, I'll make a deal with you."
yeah, but that's not gonna work with any of the prior troopers. So he needs to stop that.
Oh yeah,
That's a waste of
which
time.
I was so glad that he didn't try to agree to that. I'm like, thank good you stuck to your guys' morals to being
Yeah,
pride troopers and
but I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna like have Vegeta get beat up and then Goku have to like fight Jiren by himself, or they're gonna find some way for them to have to work as a team? I want them to force them to work as a team.
because
'Cause-
that's one of those things that Whis has constantly been saying. He's like, if
right.
y'all two work together, you could beat Beerus. And stuff like that. It'd be nice, but
But I don't want it to be.
Goku is I feel is more willing to do it than Vegeta. It always seems
I
like
wouldn't even say that
because if you notice, like in all the movies and all the stuff with the fusions and stuff like that, Goku knows it's like, hey, we can't do it without doing this. Vegeta's like, screw this.
yeah.
My Saiyan pride, blah blah blah. I'm not doing it. So I think it's more convincing Vegeta
But
more
that's
than
that's
anything.
more along like more about like fusion though
True,
than like actually like fighting as a team.
but even then, he still always wants to do it one on one. But then Goku too, as well, I guess.
Yeah, he does the same thing too.
Yeah.
Like you know, wanting to fight the person first or
But I,
test
but I,
out the
but
person's
I
strength.
feel though when it comes down to it though, I think Goku will be the first one to acknowledge and accept, hey, we do have to do this as a team.
I think they've already. I think they've already.
I think
Mentally
Goku is already there,
I'm pretty sure Vegeta is too.
because he was catching the man.
Yo, hey, you know what? He was. Hey, but he did more damage. I think he did more damage than Gohan did, or not Gohan. Goku did by
Oh,
himself.
I think he has.
But that just made because I don't think Jared was actually trying.
I think he did. I think he expected.
Yeah,
He caught him off guard.
Yeah, he had. Did you see that? I'm not sure if you saw the episode where Jiren like punched Goku, but he didn't hit him. It was just like an energy blast. He knocked Goku out of blue. He
Yeah.
had him all shook. He was like, so he punched him with air and knocked him out of Super Saiyan. But yeah, I just you've already screwed over Gohan. Let's just finish this with something other than Goku beating Jiren by himself. I think it'd be cool if Jiren wasn't even the last. If somehow like maybe it was Topo that was the last person alive that they fought. Because I don't know. It's something
Well,
different
and
than
also,
what we're expecting.
It makes you wonder with how now that we pretty much know pretty much when Super's going to end. Are they going to basically drag this out till then, or like how what do they plan on doing?
There's probably only 7 episodes left of this, around 7. Because this arc was they were planning on ending this arc in March anyway. So I don't think that's going to change what they're doing. But yeah, this is probably going to go down to the last episode. I bet you know what, it'll probably go down to like the second to last episode. And that last episode will be like kind of like just closing the shit up and them like eating or as a family or some bullshit like that. Maybe Vegeta wishes back Universe 6 or something.
Or most likely, or one of them just says, you know what? Because I'm Goku and I like to fight. I'm gonna use the Dragon Balls. I'm gonna wish everyone back, and let's do it all over again.
What if you did that? I wish the tournament power would start over.
Wow, that'd be
And
so messed up.
another thing that sucks about it, because there aren't many episodes left. That means all the theories about like the what's his name, the Great Angel, or
of the king, the guy that's Whis' father.
yeah, what's his name? I can't remember his name
I
here.
don't remember.
I can't remember what his name is. But yeah, all those theories about him being like evil and things like that, that's pretty much out the window. You know, I mean, how there aren't enough episodes to fit all that in there. Or like, I don't see them doing anything with those characters now.
Or unless, like I said, if it's not a complete cancellation and it's just in a way, I guess a hiatus.
It's definitely
then you can maybe you see something there in the future with it, like where maybe the next arc has to do with him.
I will bet anybody pretty much any amount of money that Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball isn't. People keep saying canceled.
Well, Dragon Ball Super might be, but it could be something next. Like Boruto in the lines of where the Naruto show is still going on, but it's Boruto the next chapter, right. Like the next.
But I guarantee you, every character.
But Dragon Ball something. It's going to be something.
Right. Yeah, but it's making too much money. That Dragon Ball Fighters comes out on Friday. And then there's a Dragon Ball movie coming out
in November, December, I guess, around that time. Yeah.
So what you're telling me is and then the manga is still going because they haven't said anything about the manga stopping. So you're telling me the manga is still going. The video game just came out, and there's a movie coming out in November. But the show, Dragon Ball there's no more Dragon Ball. It doesn't make any damn sense. Even if it was a Dragon Ball Super, I guarantee you every character in Dragon Ball Super is going to be in that new one.
Well, yeah, I mean it would have to be. I mean,
like matter of fact, Battle of Gods, that wasn't called Dragon Ball Super Battle of Gods. Was it called Dragon Ball or was it Dragon Ball Z?
It was Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods.
Yeah, exactly. So these characters are going to carry over. It's not like, it's not like this is the tournament powers on the end and then just that's it.
I'm thinking. I mean, I'm going on it's going to be just another arc, and it's still going to be considered Dragon Ball Super.
I think so too. I don't think there's any real reason to rebrand it something different.
Just for the fact that we haven't had a whole lot of it yet. It's like it'd be pretty short to just go ahead and cut it now and then set and call it something different.
Right. Yeah. That'd be kind of weird to do that because usually
the only way I never see this happen is if like Toriyama loses the license to Dragon Ball and it goes to someone else and someone decides to brand it and give it another name and start
Yeah, that won't happen.
But that's never going to happen. He's never going to let that go.
It's like this isn't Bleach, people. Like Bleach went on a hiatus, and we're still waiting for that shit to come back. But yeah, this isn't Bleach. So, but yeah, other than that, as long as Goku doesn't beat him in some stupid way, like. We've already seen the Spirit Bomb not work. I just don't want it to be Goku that beats him by himself. I think that they built Jiren up to such a point that it needs to be a collective effort. At least 2 or 3 people need to be in on this. Which that's why I wish they would have kept Gohan around because it would have been cool to see kind of like
Goku, Gohan,
and Vegeta,
like family son or fathered son thing.
Yeah, or just like Saiyans,
But I think that it definitely needs to be a group effort. Say he's like the last, and it's the odds are against him now.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately it's going to come down to where Goku's probably going to be the one that puts in the finishing blow.
If that happens,
and then in the process, Vegeta or whatever gets eliminated. And it's just like Goku's last, and everyone's like, "Goku, do it!" And he has screens, cuts all the screens like everyone's face, like, "Do it, Goku!"
Yeah.
And then it plays the music and everything. It's badass music. And next thing you know, he dragon punches. I don't know, or
I'll be upset if that happens. I really would be upset if that happened.
And then just the next thing you know, badass music, like when he was fighting Hit, and he went the Kaioken Blue.
Oh yeah, they play the theme song.
Yeah.
Whatever it does,
it does something like that. I can see it being like that.
So, as a matter of fact, they played that music when Gohan was getting eliminated, and I was like, "Why are you playing this now? This isn't badass. This isn't a badass moment."
Or I can see Vegeta's almost run out of energy, and they feel that they're so close, and he's like, you know what, Kakarot, here, have a little bit less of my energy to give you more power to finish the job or something.
I'd even be happy with that than just Gohan being the last one. And everyone like Goku. I say Gohan being the last one again.
Yes.
Goku being the last one. Like help us, Goku, help us. No, I don't want to see that.
Or how about this? You know, with the Grand Angel, maybe pulls a fast
Grand
one.
Priest. That's his
Grand
name.
Priest.
Yeah.
Where he somehow manages to bring someone back from that's been eliminated to continue the fight in the thing, to like throw a curveball into the thing, and then Zeno's like, I'll allow it to make it more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a possibility because Zeno has been kind of, but he doesn't like cheaters either. I remember when Homeboy was trying to interfere.
I know,
Frost.
but with him, he's like, you know, I kind of feel like he would, you know, twist his words to say it somewhere to be like make it to where it almost feels like it's Zeno's idea. It's like, well, we'll see more fighting, and you know what, I'll allow it.
That's true.
I can almost see him because the way he has that silver tongue that you know he could just talk his way into.
One thing I was disappointed when Xenos were watching the fight and Dispo was moving too fast for their God pads. I was hoping the Great Priest would give him God pad 2s or some shit.
Well, he said he's like next time, so
yeah,
that could be.
It could still happen.
Well, that could be a hint to like another tournament or something in the future. Maybe after November or something.
It could be.
Because why would you have the character say that?
I just figured he was going to upgrade their tablets right then. Like go to the nearest T-Mobile store and get them. Wait in line to get the new God pads that are coming out. The God pad.
Go to the nearest space Radio Shack.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for tonight or today. We'll probably do another one of these when the next episode comes out. But let us know what you guys think. Were you guys happy about Gohan getting eliminated, or how he got eliminated, or how do you think it should have happened, or where do you think the series is going to go for the next, I guess, 2 months that it has left to air, or maybe a month and a half it has left to air. Thank you for joining us. Again, this is Eric.
And this is Steven.
We'll catch you guys next time. But make sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter at GamingPlus2. And you can also check us out on the web at thegamingplus.com. See you guys later.